ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of the year again, a little ahead of schedule. Does that make any sense? No, but nothing really makes any sense these days. Am I right? Well, I'm just letting you know that hurricane season 2022 is really starting to heat up as we now have a lemon, a giant hot dog, and a big banana corn dog. That sounds gross. To watch out for over the next 7 to 14 days. This one could produce quite a bit of rain for parts of Texas, though I don't think this will end up being a major hurricane or even a tropical storm, but you never know. It is 2022, and the second half is probably going to be worse than the first half. Sorry to bring you the bad news, but as your planetary defense commander, it's kind of what I do. This one will probably hit somewhere down in these areas, and this one is definitely one to keep an eye on. But we will absolutely, without a doubt, be watching all three. Capiche? Capiche. Okay, great. Here, Philip Yappin, who's always papping about really cool weather stuff, kind of breaks down the whole situation. We got a lot of stuff to look at and monitor. A lot of levels, waves, and X's and O's. Yo. Here, as Mr. Pappin says, today is the 27th of June. Yet this Western Hemisphere satellite view looks more like August, September. In addition to Tropical Storm Celia, the National Hurricane Center is monitoring 4 other systems between the Eastern Pacific and the North Atlantic. And there are a few other waves in Bahamas, MC evident today. Very active for late June. And so, yeah, that's how this works. One day you wake up and then all of a sudden you got a bunch of X's and O's in the ocean. And some you got to watch out for, especially if you were in Central America, South America, Mexico, or along the lower 48 coasts. Sakurajima volcano explosion, and I want to remind everybody, over 1,000 people died the other day in the earthquake that hit Afghanistan, and then over 1,000 people died today as rockets hit a shopping center in Ukraine. So when we're getting multiple days where multiple thousands of people are dying almost in an instant, that's a bad sign, and it is also a sign to stay cool, play defense, make good decisions. Tornadoes aren't super weird unless they're in the Netherlands. Then they're definitely kind of strange. And this is a Netherlands tornado, I do believe. You've got a heat wave and wildfires causing major damage to wheat crops in Tunisia, which is already suffering from the rise in global wheat prices caused by the war in Ukraine. Yeah, as I was saying, this tornado was rare in the Netherlands and kind of spooky looking. I can hear lightning and thunder now, and meteorologists are monitoring the Atlantic Basin for signs of tropical development. But regardless of where a potential system forms, the Gulf Coast states will still receive heavy rains throughout the week. Carolinas been getting some earthquakes. This is just a 1.2, but the activity in the Carolinas for earthquakes has been above normal. Is it Celia or Celia? And that's the thing, when you got 7 billion people, everybody can pronounce it their own way if they want to. That's freedom of speech. Yeah, dude, it's crazy and it's going to get crazier, so I hope everybody is Asteroid Fight Clubbed up. But we're all tracking the shit. Da-da-boo. 12Z, Euro coming on board with possible tropical cyclone development western Gulf of Mexico inside 72 hours. So this will be interesting. And hey, Scott Duncan is letting us know there has been exceptional and record-breaking heat from North Africa to Norway. Unbearably hot around the central Mediterranean, especially. Please note the split in temperatures in Europe with relatively cool air in the west. Intense thunderstorms can be found along the strong thermal boundary. So yeah, it's going to be a hot summer. And a lot of people are going to be angry and frustrated and at their wits' end. So do your best to stay cool, and if you see someone kind of losing their mind, I would do your best to not engage. Billy Forney talking about those Texas and Houston area storms that are popping up, and it's so good to see liquid gold again. But that, he means water. Rain, because it's been dry, not hot. How much rain will Texas get from that one system? Nobody knows. You can take your guesses, though. And, depending on some major change, you guys will have my almost full focus this week. So that's cool. But yeah, here we're looking at the possibility of something developing. And remember, it is the Gulf of Mexico, so I don't want to get too cocky. This thing could end up being a tropical storm. So we will keep our eye on it. Radar Omega, another area of interest, exists in the northern Gulf of Mexico, where there is an area of disorganized showers and thunderstorms associated with a trough of low pressure. The National Hurricane Center says development of the system is expected to be slow over the next few days. And so it only has a 20% chance of development right now. But these are crazy days. I ain't going to tell you about that, right? You already know that. You are a really smart person. But yeah, anyone who is anyone is agreeing that the tropics are heating up. Radar Omega, again, 2 tropical waves in the Atlantic could develop this week, and Invest 94L has a high chance of becoming a tropical depression over the next couple of days. And I guess on the 1st, we have it's like a Pluto square Mars. So the 1st is going to be a really crappy day for a lot of people. So I guess we should stay on high alert for this thing just in case. I mean, we'll track it. That's what I do. That's what we do. Fantastic. What a wild month it has been. And it's not over yet. All right, be cool, stay cool, and super duper absolute special thanks to everyone in Asteroid Fight Club, and extra special thanks to those who have donated in June. It's been a weird, wild month for me. A lot of stuff happening in my personal life. We'll talk about that later in other videos. But hey, yeah, if you would like to contribute to THORnews, I'm definitely going to do my best to give you my all during hurricane season. And the second half of the year, which is going to be super crazy and wild, even in 2022 levels, you can make a contribution. I got a PayPal, a Venmo, a Cash App, a Patron. Nothing but love for y'all. Super duper thank you very much to Jesus Loves Gays on Facebook, Cody, Alexander, and postcards from Switzerland, Tyler, Greg, Darlene, Patricia, Alexis, Lauren, Barbara, Glenda, Arnica, Lightsoul, Dan, Marlita, Brian, and Max. And you. Stay cool. Talk to you soon. God bless everyone.